Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey there, marijuana stock traders, checking in on the sector. We had the markets overall with a huge bounce today. SPY up 5% after the drastic dump yesterday, so regaining some of that weakness. And we had some solid bounces across the sector, but lackluster. Still a little bit of a bearish correlation where we see APHA up less than SPY, ACB up less than SPY, CRON up less than SPY, CGC and VFF up a little bit more than SPY. So in the end, we've got a bounce underway. We know we're looking for daily lower highs. At this point, the bulls are just trying to prove, hey, this is not a bear flag. And to prove that to me, I need to see a bull move up towards 16 on CGC. At this point, we have an hourly trend change attempt that has not really confirmed, in my opinion, low of yesterday, high of yesterday, double bottom. Yeah, we broke the high by 17 cents, but that's not really convincing. So hourly trend change with no follow through means zoom out and look for a bear flag, and we're going to need a solid green day tomorrow to try and negate this being a bear flag. Just be aware, it's a possible bear flag. Hourly higher lows, now that daily bounces are underway, are going to be very important for the bulls to maintain, and anything under 23 is an hour or a daily lower high, keeping the bears in control. CRON is still holding on just fine. It's a daily inside bar, a tight range here, and looking at the 4-hour time frame, we can tell that over the past week or two, it's held on better than some of its peers. It's starting to look a bit like a falling wedge to me. And again, not a ton of info and data here, but just keeping an eye out for a bull break. If you told me, Dan, you have to trade the MJ sector right now, and you have to trade it bullish, I would be looking at CRON as pretty much the only play I'm interested in right now. And perhaps that's because they have such a large cash balance that's why they stand out a little bit compared to other names, but don't fall asleep on CRON is the message of today's video. Inside bar, if it breaks bullish at 558, we're looking back at 620 is the most important resistance level from there. APHA. Daily inside bar, if it breaks bullish, anything under 364 is a lower high. That's over 20% away. If we break the inside bar bullish with no follow through, bear flag is a possibility. ACB is the exact same scenario and still closed very weak today. Anything under 143, we can go 45% and still be looking for a lower high on the daily time frame. TLRY held the all-time low. Well, new all-time low by 2 pennies, but that's a double bottom. Bulls would have to break 838 to see a daily bounce get underway tomorrow. And on that daily bounce, we would just be looking for a lower high to be set. VFF, same scenario. Inside bar, anything under 450 is a lower high. If we break bullish, better see follow through or bear flags are possible. OGI, bounces underway by breaking the high of yesterday, but a bear flag is possible unless we can see the bulls get up over $2. Anything under 232 is a lower high. Hexo. A little bit of a bounce underway. Anything under 127 is a lower high, and bulls want more follow through to not be a bear flag. Labs inside bar. Anything under 268 is a daily lower high. VLNS, bull break after holding the low of last week. That's the big difference between it and everybody that we just looked at. So 275 held, higher low on the daily is set at 277, and now we're looking for a lower high compared to 343. So it's a bit of a tightening range, more of an equilibrium. And that's the Canadian MJ sector in a nutshell. Some names have broken the high of yesterday. Their daily bounce is underway. We're watching for daily lower highs to be set. Some names with daily inside bars. And we're watching for those inside bars to see how they break tomorrow. If they break bullish, we need follow through to not be bear flags. If they break bearish, we're back to testing our lows. USMJ. Same scenario for IIPR. Double top at the high of the last 2 days with a bull break. Have to get follow through or it could be a bear flag. Keeping in mind bigger picture, We're looking for a weekly higher low to be set, and then we'll look for a weekly lower high. Lots of range, just like we did on a monthly. How's this for a fractal? Big bull move, big bear move, lower high tightening range. Weekly time frame, zoom in, same thing. Big bull move, big bear move, watching for the lower high. Curaleaf. Daily inside bar, if it breaks bullish, the most important resistance is 724. C-Web, inside bar. That's the weakest close we've ever seen on C-Web. If it breaks bearish, we look at the all-time low. If it breaks bullish, 817 is the most important resistance. TRUL broke the high of yesterday, but anything under 1296 is just a lower high. Hourly uptrend is our guide. If we see a bear break of 1120, our daily lower high has likely been set. CL, inside bar, no real bounce following through yet. GTII, same scenario, although we did break to a lower low by 5 pennies. IAN, inside bar, double top at the high of yesterday, broke it by a penny. Anything under 119 is a daily lower high. And HARV also broke the high of yesterday. 316 is the most important resistance. So pretty much for the next 2-3 trading days, we're going to get an answer to the question, is it a bear flag? Need solid green. I'd say some of these names need 5 to 10% more bounce follow through to negate possible bear flags. And if we see a red day in the sector tomorrow, bear flags are very possible. So bulls need to create as much space as possible for a trend change attempt. And if they're bear flags, there's no space for that high or low. And as far as the S&P 500 goes, check in on the market video because there is certainly significant correlation. It is still a bearish correlation with the S&P 500 right now. So SPY goes up 2 steps forward, MJ sector goes 1 step forward, SPY goes 1 step back, MJ sector goes 1 step back. That's where we stand at the moment. Keep an eye on CRON. Let's see if CRON can start to distinguish itself a little bit more from the sector. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Kicking it up a notch with more seeds. Started tomatoes and cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli and all that stuff. More seedlings and flowers. I've been watering with these things every morning so I don't soak my dining room and my forearms doing a couple thousand squeezes a day. I'm getting pretty jacked. Adding some nutrients to the bed just to get things a little jacked up for spring. Going to plant today beets, peas. Gonna plant the peas in this side of the bed, just on this row here. Don't have to take up much of the bed for the peas, and then I'll have some chicken wire going from the bed to the fence. So they'll just climb up the fence and the sun goes up overhead this way. Planting beets, radishes, peas, lettuce. I already got the garlic and onions. Onions are starting to fatten out their stems. I've never been able to grow good onions here, but I think I just wasn't starting them early enough in the fall because these are looking way better than I've ever gotten them.